Welcome back, everyone. This channel is all about fulfilling every Marylander's dream of home ownership, so make sure you are subscribed and being on the lookout for my new video content. Today we are going to be talking about some of the pros and some of the cons about living in Maryland. I have lived in Maryland for almost 10 years now, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion about some of the great things about living here and honestly some of the downfalls about living in Maryland as well. So let's jump right into it. One of the positive things about living in Maryland is there's a lot of job options because we are living right outside of DC, and a lot of people commute to and from DC as well as commute to and from the city as well. So what's unique here is that we don't just have one big city, we have two big cities that are really helping out our job options here in Maryland. All right, so now let's jump over to the con side of things. Since we have a lot of government jobs, we also have a lot of traffic. Since we do have two major cities, Baltimore and DC, we have a lot of people in between in the suburbs. So when people are commuting between these two cities, it can be pretty challenging. So you'll have to plan your day accordingly so that you don't get stuck in this rush hour traffic. Okay, jumping back to the positive side, Maryland has a ton of beautiful national parks. Maryland is actually called Little America by how diverse we are geographically. Maryland goes all the way to the ocean and then also stretches out all the way to the Appalachian Mountains, and we have some gorgeous state and national parks for you to explore. Whether you are hiking, camping, or just exploring, we have tons of parks for you to have fun in. Okay, back to the con side. Being that I'm a realtor, I have to admit, Maryland does have pretty high property taxes relative to the rest of the country. Actually, Virginia and Maryland have pretty high property taxes, which people are shocked by when they first move here. So it's a pain to see all that money going out the door, but there are a lot of benefits to living here. Unfortunately, the property taxes are one of the cons about living in Maryland. All right, and back to the positive side, we have a lot of museums here in Maryland. Again, since we are right next to the Capitol, we have a lot of national museums. There's a Smithsonian National Museum of African Art, Walters Art Museum, and we also have the National Aquarium in Baltimore, which is an awesome plan to explore as well. So back on the con side, we have high property values relative to the rest of the United States, but keep this in mind. We may have high property values, but we also have a lot of high-paying government jobs, and that's kind of why. Now, we have areas of Maryland that are more rural where you can get affordable housing, like in Southern Maryland or Northern Maryland and Eastern Shore of Maryland. But again, anything in commuting distance of Baltimore or DC, the property values are pretty high. All right, so back to the positive side, we have a lot of beautiful beaches in Maryland. We have beaches on the ocean front like Ocean City or Assateague Island, which is an awesome state park. And on the Chesapeake Bay, we also have a lot of beaches as well, like Chesapeake Beach, which is in Calvert County. We also have Sandy Point State Park, which is just outside of Annapolis. So if you're into this whole beach scene and if you also like boating or fishing, Maryland is a great option for you. Back to the negative side, we have the Bay Bridge. So I'm putting this on the negative side because many people are actually scared of the Bay Bridge. I actually like the view from the bridge. It's very beautiful, but so many people do not like its height. Another negative about the bridge is that we have Ocean City traffic over the bridge. So in most summer months, on Fridays and on weekends, we have people from DC and Baltimore after work heading over this bridge to go to Ocean City, and they will all bottleneck up right at the Bay Bridge. And it could be a pain if you're just trying to get home from work, and if you're stuck behind all the beach traffic, it can be a pain. So that's another downside of the Bay Bridge. Looking back at the positive side, we sort of have two football teams to root for. Now, obviously, Marylanders love their Baltimore Ravens, which is the team most Marylanders root for. But as you get closer to DC, you will definitely see a lot more burgundies and gold rooting for the Washington football team. So the question of the day is, what are some of the pros and cons of living here in Maryland? I'm really curious to hear what you have to say, so feel free to add your insight in the comment section below. That is all I have for you today. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe and be on the lookout for my next video. Thanks for watching.